fortunate that it didn't carry to slip.
But I think Lalji, the slip is still a little far. He could have, with Shubham's pace, he could have come one step forward. Again, right on the money. Mohun Bagan batsman taking up a bit of time. Of course, they tries to as well.
There's Pramanik on your picture. He's an integral part of this spin attack as well. He can also clobber it. He and Amir Ghani are stalwarts of Bengal cricket, yet pretty young. Oh, he brings it in. That's his major weapon. He brings the ball in. He's got that great in swing from outside the off stump. Game before, 3 for 22 of 4, Shubham Sarkar.
And Ankur is someone who is always looking for that room. He's just always looking for the ball that outside the off stump where he can freeze his arms. But here, Shubham Sarkar is not offering him anything.
It's not going to work for you because the ball's coming in. He's all the time trying to make room. Like you said, rather than go across, he's going to middle and leg. Not this time. Ah, that was close.
Which is a good call by the umpire, Lalji. He went all across to the off stump, tried to cover the stump and played it over the mid wicket. But the bowler was even clever. He just bowled it a little away from the batsman. So it's a good call by the umpire as well. Though it was outside the trum line, but still he judged the batsman and not give it a wide.
Last ball of the second over. Going across. I think it's probably going to be adjudged a leg bye. No, it is. An umpire signal for a leg bye. So another good over. Just no runs coming off it. In fact, it's a maiden over by Shubham Sarkar. Just the one leg bye off it. 3 for 1 after 2. What a solid batting lineup that is. Vivek Singh, Ankur Paul, Anushtup Majumdar, Devabrata Das, Manoj Tiwari, Shivam Sharma. And Tiwari in good form. He's got a beginning in this tournament. Got runs in the first match itself. Man of the match. So this is the team to beat. What a great beginning provided by Amir Ghani. Now, he's got the wicket. And they've changed him because their strategy was that he's there for Vivek Singh and Vivek Singh alone, and that achieved, he's now been taken off the attack.
So when the two right-handers are on, the fast bowler is back.
Pritham it is. He gets the ball to move out. Not a lot of pace, but he's there and thereabouts.
Well, as a batsman, which is the most difficult thing to negotiate, the pace or the movement, a lateral movement?
You know, ideally you want both. Movement with pace. But if you've got movement, it's very handy. Yet, you see, some players don't mind the movement as long as they have time. Now, that's gone in the air. But fortunately for him, it doesn't go to hand. He was not in control of that.
Wonderful start by the KALIGHAT bowlers. They're not offering anything to the Mohun Bagan batsman. This time, Ankur Paul tried to break the shackle, but he didn't time it. Rather, just skied it, but fell well short of the third-man fielder.
Yeah, I think they're feeling the pressure now of not getting away to a good start. With Vivek gone, he's the one who normally provides it. The field restrictions on, they need to get on with it. It's just 4 for 1 and we are into the third over. Coming back to your question, Saurashish, I think if you lack pace, you're always vulnerable to a few big hits, especially in the first 6 overs. That's a good shot, but not for runs. So Ankur Paul is having a bit of a struggle there. He's played 1 or 2 good shots. He's trying to make room to get that boundary. It's not working for him. This one was actually Anushtup. He's got a lot of time. He was out to the pull shot in the previous game, but that didn't prevent him from playing the shot. But this time all along the ground.
Oh, this time he brings it back to Anustup. He was not ready for it. He came back sharply.
That's the dugout. Manoj Tiwari with his new hairdo. He's had a great beginning. Man of the match in the previous game. In fact, he anchored the innings and yet got the runs rather rapidly for Mohun Bagan. That's well played. That's all the way for 4. That's Anustup for you. He's got so much time. I beg your pardon, it's Ankur Paul.
That's a wonderful shot for Ankur. Short guy waiting in the back foot. The ball came into his body, just whipped it past the fine leg fielder who was
willing to take the fight to the bowler. That was a good shot. There's no fine leg there. I think this is the better option. There's no need to really attempt too many variations in and out all the time. Stick to what you are good at and on the dot. 9 for 1 after 3. "18 deliveries bowled and 11 dot balls." So the bowlers are holding sway at the moment. Shubham Sarkar in his second over. That's what he does. He brings the ball in. He tries to keep it on the off stump, not giving room, cramping the batsman, not striving for too much pace, bowls well within himself. That's why he had so much success in the previous game that he played.
Absolutely. But the way Anustup defended that ball, that also gave him a little confidence. Right behind the ball, hit the middle of the bat. The sound, of course, gave him the pleasure.
He does that a lot. He walks into the bowling. I've seen him do that on a number of occasions, trying to get the length that he wants. Cover drives beautifully.
Shubham has got a very steady head on his shoulder. Even if you walk down the ground or if you just stay on the back foot, but he knows his limitation, as you rightly mentioned, Lalji. He knows his limitation and try to stick to it.
That's the cover drive, not from the meat of the blade.
This time it's a lot fuller. Tries to get the swing into play, but Anustup covered it well. Though it didn't hit the middle of his bat, but still, as Lalji rightly said, he is a quality player, and he loved playing his cover drive.
Now that is being pulverized into submission. That's been bludgeoned for 4, and yet he has that innate grace, Anustup. It looked like he applied no power. That was the half volley coming in. That's what he waits for. That's the cover drive. Glorious shot.
A loose ball from Shubham. He just floated out. It was a half volley. Anustup is someone who's not going to miss those. He just punched it on the left of the cover fielder and it raced to the boundary. I can see the smile in Lalji's face when Aruku played a shot like this.
Yeah, it's so pleasing to see grace and timing. There's more runs. Walking onto the off stump, Anustup this time. Playing it with the swing or with the angle of the delivery coming onto the pads. In perfect position.
And it's good running as well. There was opportunity for a couple of runs, and Anustup and Ankur took it. As rightly said, Anushtu has got the uncanny knack of stepping out of the fast bowlers and played it with the swing. That's what exactly he did in the last ball.
That's the end of the fourth over. It's 15 for 1.
Rocks Bengal T20 Challenge. Here are the 6 teams for you. Mohun Bagan Athletic Club, KALIGHAT, East Bengal, Tapan Memorial, Town Club and Calcutta Customs. These are the 6 teams which is going to participate for the next 13 days in 33 games which are going to play it. And as Lalji said earlier, they're going to play each other twice. So it's going to be a long tournament and I'm sure it's going to be an exciting one too.
He's got a grip which is low on the bat handle, so he's very effective on the back foot. That moved away. That was a nothing shot from Ankur. Maybe kept it trifle low, but the ball moving away from him, it was a bit of a hike on the onside. He's getting impatient. Not working for him because 6 of 12 and it's putting pressure on him.
Let me tell you one thing, Lalji. If Ankur got back to strike again, there's something going to happen for sure in this over. Either he's going to hit Pritham for a couple of boundaries if he got 2 balls, or he may lose his wicket as well.
Oh, that's a great shot. That's away for 4. Again, moving on to the off stump. Anushtu putting pressure on Pritham and everybody else by coming onto the off stump and then working it onto the onside for a lovely boundary.
Anushtu using his experience. He knows he just went across the off stump with the air in line, and the third man is fine leg is up in the circle, so there's a huge gap. Anushtu just used his pace and placed it nicely for a boundary.
Oh, unbelievable delivery. There's not a lot you can do about that as a batsman. You've got to quickly forget it because there's no way that you can even touch it. So you can't really be out to it. It can just frighten you. And if you let that hang in your mind, it's going to be a problem for the future deliveries.
Alji, Shane Bond would have been proud of this ball.
But that's a good shot by Anushtu. Waited on that. Seasoned cricketer. Just got to quickly put that out of your mind. And you know, when you bowl a ball which is so good, it's unfair to the bowler that it doesn't get a wicket because almost always beats the bat.
But sometimes, Lalji, we always discuss you need a little bit of movement to get the edge, not the much. But this time the exaggerated movement that maybe saved Anushtu this time. Anushtu with a big shot this time around. He just bludged it around. But the fielder was rightly placed. Amir Ghani saved some runs for his team.
They're playing lots of shots, both Anushtu and Ankur, but not really getting the runs as desired. They're finding the fielders, they're missing the balls. Good shots are going to hand. So at the moment, they're being kept shackled.
Lalji, from your behalf, I've got tips of them. Just tap and change the strike.
Again, that fine leg position, open and another boundary. There are 3 boundaries in that area. Very effective area for Mohun Bagan. 24 for 1 after 5.
It's a decent start from Mohun Bagan. They lost an early wicket, which was Vivek Singh, bowled by Amir Ghani. And look at that. Let's look at that neat shot by Anushtup Majumdar in the last over. He's very good off his legs, and this is meat and drink for him.
It seems that KALIGHAT doesn't have a plan, and they keep changing the bowlers. None of them are actually settled down. You need to give them at least a couple of overs to settle down, go with a plan, go with a set of a field. Pradipta Pramanik started off with a short ball. Too easy for Ankur to play that pull shot. Placed it right next to that square leg field. Goes of 10.
Yeah, that's the second wicket that's gone down for Mohun Bagan. He's taken his time, 15 balls for 10 runs. And the new batsman coming in is the hero from yesterday, the legend. He saved Mohun Bagan from the blushes yesterday. They were in big trouble, and he stayed there and anchored them to a safe total. And then the bowlers took over. What a play.
Everyone else was in that lockdown mode, but Manoj Tiwari seems that he was having a nets. He looked as if he was batting. He was having his batting practice for last couple of months.
And that was for someone who hasn't played any cricket in the 6-7 months that have passed by. In fact, he was calling games. He was doing commentary for the IPL. But that's the quality of the man. Like they say, form is